Let's talk about saying no. If you're the sort of person that finds it difficult to say no when you're put on the spot, then this video is going to really help you. Saying yes to something when you really mean no will eventually cost you. It will cost you time, it will cost you energy, and it will probably stress you out quite a lot, particularly if you're someone who overthinks things, because you're going to be sitting with that and you're going to have to deal with it at some point. Now, for some people, this isn't an issue. You're quite happy just straight up saying, no, I don't want to do that, or no, I'm not available for that meeting, or no, I can't help you with that. But for others that are more people or empathy driven, it can be difficult because you do want to help, but you just know deep down that you might not have time, or you've got a bunch of other things that you need to do. So let's figure out how to deal with this situation so that next time you're put on the spot and you want to say no, you can find the right words to give the truth without causing offense, letting the other person down, or making it drama in any way. So the first thing to remember is when you're put on the spot like this, you can create yourself some more space. You don't have to deal with it there and then. So having a response ready that sounds a little bit like this, let me think about it and come back to you, can give you the space to go and think more objectively, to go and figure out how possible it might be without having to give an answer in that moment. Just because you're being asked and you're on that person's agenda doesn't mean you need to change yours. So create some space and then deal with it properly. When you're put on the spot, you want to say no, but you find yourself saying yes, it's usually because you haven't got a plan. This is a strategy that you can use to protect yourself from those situations. You can say to the other person, I'm not able to do what you're asking, but what I can do is this. Now, this just softens the outcome, so it's not like, no, I can't do it, and you've sort of let that person down. You might fear that rejection in the future, or that you're going to have a breakdown of that relationship with that person. So it still allows you to come across as a helpful person. If that's important to you, then something like this can help. I'm not able to do that, but what I can do is this. If you struggle to say no when people put you on the spot, then this is another way that you can get around it. Sometimes you just got to give a clear no. There are moments that require us to just be direct. Sometimes you've just got to give a clear no. Let's cut the ambiguity, let's cut the confusion, and let's make sure that the other person truly understands where you stand on this. There is very little point in pretending if you absolutely don't want to or can't do something. So sometimes saying something like, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not able to help you this time, might just be enough to make it softer so that it doesn't sound so abrupt or so harsh, but clearly let the other person understand that it means no. Lastly on this, if you are the sort of person that struggles when people put you on the spot, when deep down you feel like you should say no, but you find yourself saying yes, or worse still, just kicking it further down the road, then please understand that saying you will try and do something is the worst thing that you can possibly do, because it's implying to the other person that it's possible, that you might do it, but you know deep down that you're not going to. This even matters in your personal life. People invite you somewhere and say, hey, Thursday, we're doing this, what do you think? And you go, well, I'll try and make it. You are just delaying the inevitable. If you need more time and space, tell them you need more time and space. Thanks for the invitation. I'm going to take some time, I'm going to figure out what I can do, and I'll come back to you. That is definitive, that is clear, and that will help you communicate with influence. Saying try, well, it just means very little, it just kicks it further down the road, and in the words of Yoda, there is no try, only do and do not. I like to remind myself of that sometimes because this is something that I often struggle with. So be as clear as you can be. Either create time and space, either find out what you can do amongst all the possibilities, or just make it clear that the answer is no. And just like my lovely mum says, when you say no to someone else, you are often saying yes to yourself. So I hope this really helps you the next time you're put on the spot and you want to say no. Just gives you a few options that you can explore. a lot of this is about language, you know, having communication skills and influence and being the leading version of you is about understanding better words that you can put together in different situations to create better outcomes. So if you like this sort of thing, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the button so that whenever I release a video, you can get in and you can learn just like you have today. Because I make videos like this all of the time. See you in the next one.